So, I'm trying to branch out creatively, and something that has always interested me was the vlog video essay format, where someone talks about a subject they're passionate and or knowledgeable about. This format was kind of cemented into place pre-YouTube by internet personality granddaddy Zay Frank, and from there it has spun out into all kinds of interesting takes. I consume a lot of pop culture mini video essays, like a quick minute hot take about the use and frequency of the Family Guy cutaway joke, or longer form mini documentaries like Dan Olson's excellent video about flat earthers. Recently, I've dabbled in the format myself, in case you missed the time I had opinions about Minecraft, or later had opinions about the roguelike everyone was on about for a few months. But those were short diversions. Spur-of-the-moment ideas where I took a multi-sided conversation I was having in a few different Discord servers and stripped away the ability for any other party to respond and just posted my highly edited, condensed, and restructured ideas out into the world. I also have a few more videos like those saved as half-written scripts here in GDocs, as well as a monster of an unfinished script for last dry run I attempted, an hour-long thing about a subject that I enjoy. But, see, I kind of hit a snag turning those from scripts into a finished product I could share with people. I could just host my words on a webpage, like a chump, as if I were still in the 90s making a blog. But we're well past the B's and into the V's, where videos and vlogs reign supreme. See the intro paragraph. The only problem there is if I'm not talking about a video game, coming up with something interesting to present as the video portion of the vlog gets tricky. Doing motion graphics is a lot of work. Or even just collecting stock photos and videos from around the web to illustrate your points. I mean, I could lean hard into the absurd and just show random clips of whatever, as I narrate over them about completely irrelevant topics. But somehow I feel like that wouldn't be as creatively fulfilling. Just reading the script into my microphone and cleaning it up in Audacity to be played over a black void is another bad idea. At that point, why not just make a podcast? Invite other people on to have a discussion, create a dialogue, and already this quick and dirty solution has ballooned in scope to the point of requiring some kind of coordination, something I sure can't follow up on. What you're seeing now, and have been seeing, is the quote-unquote best solution I could come up with. Just point a webcam at my face and record myself reading right off the screen in front of me. This is kind of what I did briefly a few years back when I actually did make a few vlog-style videos, back when I had hair long enough to tie in a ponytail and lived in a shack in the woods. And even that was a lot of work, editing my ramblings into a watchable format, with cutaways and inserts where needed. It wasn't something I could see myself keeping up with on a regular basis. The problem is, when you get right down to it, video production is hard. It's hard to sound good and look good while also having something interesting to talk about and show something interesting on screen. It takes actual effort not to just be generic schlub number 367 complaining about stuff. Even in the highly produced space of professional motion graphics, kinetic typography, animated illustrations, we can't all be CGP Grey or Krug's crew in a nutshell. Heck, even Dan Olson is just one in a sea of beard dudes. But he wasn't always. He used to be a puppet, because being a puppet kinda sets you apart. Distances the creator from the narrator or the persona. It introduces a proxy. We, as an audience, can still recognize it as a subject that we can identify and connect with, as opposed to just a voice being heard off screen. And make that caricature distinct enough, identifiable, likable even, and you have the much sought after brand. Other disembodied narrator channels have also switched to puppet stand-in style of videos. Code Parade and Code Bullet come to mind. Creating a puppet, even a digital one, and posing/operating them, though, is still a lot of work, but it's work that, once you've got the base done, can be ready anytime you need it. Now, allow me to briefly dabble in the shallow end of trans/post-humanism. But I'm kind of all for the decoupling of our identities, ideas, personalities, personas, just all of it from our physical forms. It has always fascinated me, and being a native to the online world, the idea isn't as foreign to me as it is for just one generation beforehand. On here, online, on YouTube, and on Discord, and on Twitter, I am not my real self. But I'm this persona, shifter, or buttface, depending on where you know me from. Now, yes, clearly I am still tied to my appearance because I've put videos and pictures of myself online. Heck, I'm doing that right now. But I didn't need to. I could have opted not to. I have no idea what CGP Grey looks like. He is, and probably always will be in my mind, a robot. Recently, what kind of impact the culture surrounding vlogs and streaming has been brought into question, specifically regarding our relationship with those personalities. The buzzword of the moment is parasocial relationships. How those kinds of connections are one-sided, and how it's kind of impossible for the content creator to connect with the audience in the same way that the audience is invested in the persona of the creator. When someone's performative representation is virtually identical to their personal private life, when they can't just take off the mask or costume, drop the act, lose the signifiers, because they are the commodity that is consumed, a lot can go wrong on both ends of that exchange. Circling back around, having a stand-in for your literal self is an appealing concept in the face of that. Heck, even from a less terrifying social standpoint, think of the practical benefit to just having a proxy you that is always ready to go. No need for time spent on doing your hair or makeup, fixing your lighting, making and maintaining a set for your background. If you were making personality-based content and needed a shorthand visual signifier that tied all your ideas together into one recognizable package, hi. You could do a lot worse than a virtual avatar. Right now, for the cost of absolutely nothing, using OBS, VRoid Studio Beta, and the Unity app VC Face, I was able to hack together this over the weekend. I can't 3D model to save my life. My artistic capabilities begin and end at drawing stick figures, and not even cool ones that move when you flip the page back and forth. I can barely manage to Google how to get game capture working because OBS was just showing a big black screen for me. I had to learn all this about dedicated graphic cards, fighting with drivers, and I don't really understand any of that still. But here I am. Still not as sophisticated a form as some people have, but again, I am doing this all free with just a webcam, with download this software and it just works level of complexity. If I had a thing that could track my full body, like 2 console generations ago had in the iToy or the Kinect, I could flail my arms around. I could maybe rig something up using a Wiimote, but that's a bit bulkier than I'd like. And who's to say what will be around in a year from now? I can't believe the face tracking is as good as it is for just a webcam, and some help with audio detection, I'm guessing. It's not perfect one-to-one, but maybe a couple of dots with markers down the line solves that problem. Though, again, that is detracting from the goal of zero prep. What's the difference between putting on a mocap suit and doing your hair and makeup, right? I hope you stuck around through all that nonsense. It got a little word soupy at times. What I really was hoping to have done with this is show that maybe there's a good reason for embracing this emerging technology, even if we don't know where it's going. And maybe it doesn't have to be used to pretend to be an anime girl with absolutely huge knockers.